Alright guys, the next thing we are going to learn here is the autofit, autofill and min-max property. The autofit, autofill and min-max properties will help us to reduce some of the media queries. You will find that these properties will make our layout some sort of responsive. Okay, let's see how actually these autofit, autofill and min-max property works. So first of all, yeah, let's have few more items. Right now we are having 6 items. Let's have 4 more items, maybe 10 items then, which is 7, 8, 9 and 10. Save this, give it a refresh. Okay, now let's get rid of this grid auto rows and grid auto columns. Save this, and also we'll get rid of the columns. We'll get back again to the columns. Let's keep the gap maybe 3 rem. Yeah, that is fine. Now give it a refresh. Okay, here we have 10 items. We have applied this display grid and gap 3 rem. That's what we are seeing here. Okay, cool. Now let's apply grid template column. Grid template columns. Yeah, so how it works, we know. Let's apply maybe repeat function. Say we need 3 columns right now, 3 columns, and whatever the width we want, say 150 pixel. Yeah, save this, give it a refresh. Okay, so here we have 3 columns. Sometimes it may happen that you do not know how many columns you may need inside a grid system. It may happens that the column should be created according to the width of the container or grid container. So in that case, we have the properties of auto fit and auto fill. So inside this repeat function, instead of saying just 3 column, so say we need auto fill. So whatever the number of columns you can fill inside the grid container, just fill it that, and each and every column should be having the width of 150 pixel. Now let's give it a refresh. You can see here that we are having a number of columns here depending upon the item inside the container. So whatever the width of the container was that, and inside that particular width, whatever the number of columns of the width 150 pixel can be fit inside this container, that number of items, that number of columns right now we have. Now if we inspect our page here and see, go to the layout and show the line. Okay, cool. Let's make it black. Okay, perfect. So now here we have different number of columns depending upon the size of the container as well as the column width. So you can find, if you reduce our page size, you can see automatically the items are getting down. That is autofill. So whatever the number of items it can fill at one times, it is filling inside the container. If it does not fill or fit inside the container, it goes automatically to the down. So you can say this is kind of responsive or adaptive, you can say. So this will help us to reduce our media queries. Yeah, okay, nice, perfect. Now we have another property, not property actually. Instead of autofill, we can also say autofit. Save this, give it a refresh. Okay, again get back to, so you may not find any difference between autofill and autofit that I can see. I can see here that there's no difference for now. Same things happening, or whatever the things was happening with the autofill. Now we'll see the difference actually, what is actually happening here. Say the difference we can understand. Say we are having less number of items, say just we are having 3 items. Okay, save this, let's give it a refresh. Okay, now again get back those lines, get it black, perfect. So here we can see that we have 3 items, 3 columns has been created, that is 1, 2 and 3, and that's how we are getting the lines also. So just see the here we have so just line names, not line names, actually line numbers. Yeah, so we have first line, second line, third line, and fourth line. Okay, now here we are seeing this in auto fit. That is the auto fit. Whatever the items are fitting, that's number of items are fitting here inside the container. Now we'll get back to again auto fill here. Give it a refresh. Now get back those line. Okay, earlier when we were not having autofill, you might have been seen that these columns were not created. These are the like arbitrary columns, you can say, which has been generated with the autofill here. Autofill, so whatever the number of columns can be generated inside the container, that number of columns are getting generated, although it is empty, but it is being created with the autofill, you can see. Yeah, again the next column, actually we are having just 3 items, so we are getting those 3 items inside the columns, but rest of the columns are empty because we don't have much items. That is with the autofill. Please keep this thing in mind. You can see autofill, and if we get back to autofit, so whatever the things right now we are having, so whatever the number of columns, extra columns or empty columns we are having here, those will not show up with the autofit. Give it a refresh, get back those lines, you can see, yeah, just the number of items we are having, that particular number of columns we are getting. That's the difference between autofit and autofill. Okay, I don't know where we are going to use these autofit and autofill properties, maybe, but I've seen just one use cases that will reduce our lot of media queries, actually that will reduce our lot of work while making the layout responsive. So for that purpose we have another function, min max. Yeah, that's the min max property. Let's see how it uses or how it works with the autofit and autofill using min max property. Okay, let's understand that. So here we have autofit. Let's get back to autofill. Save this, then give it a refresh. Get those lines and autofills. You can see extra columns are already automatically generated here. And say here we just want 40 pixel. Save this, then give it a refresh. Okay, each column is having now width of 40 pixel. Yeah, autofill 40 pixel. And you can see the items, the content inside the column or the items is overflowing. So how we can actually define those things? Say for example, if we don't want the item should go below 100 pixel or maximum whatever the width you want, you can apply those things using the min max property. So how we do that? So let's have a min max function after the autofill or autofit, that we'll see later on. Repeat autofill min max. So here you can actually define, so minimum you can say whatever the width of the column will be, maybe 100 pixel, that's the minimum width, and maximum let's say 1 fr. Yeah, save this. Now let's have a look. Okay, here we are. Now the width of the column will go minimum up to 100 pixel. That's what here we have defined, and up maximum it can cover the whole space. So that's the autofill min max 100 pixel 1 fr. Let's have a look. Now if we the item will go below, it cannot go actually below the 100 pixel. As soon as it touches the 100 pixel width, it will automatically come down. You can see, yeah, you can see here perfectly it is going down. Okay, actually let's get few more items. Yeah, we have 10 items. Now let's give it a refresh. Perfect. We have the width of 100 pixel minimum. Now if we go down, automatically the item will come down. Alright, Now let's see how it works with the autofill. Actually, again we'll get rid of these extra items. We rephrase, so, and we'll get our those grid lines. Yep, so these are the extra columns which is being created when we are using autofill. Now if we need, just fit it, auto fit minimum 100 pixel. Now let's give it a refresh. You can see that now there are just two columns, maximum it is taking 1 FR. Yep, 1 FR, 1 FR, but earlier it was not taking 1 FR with the autofill. Actually what was happening there, that whatever the number of columns, that the grid lines, whatever the number of columns it could have created inside the container with the width of minimum 100 pixel, that was being created, but extra columns were also taking space with the autofill. You can see here. Now let's give it a refresh. So the extra columns are also being created, extra column, yeah, but those extra columns with autofit is not being created. So depending upon the columns, it will take the whole horizontal space, the whole you can say actually free space will be divided between two columns or three columns, whatever the columns will be having, and below whatever the here you will be defining. Okay, so let's get back to autofit. Most of the times you may use this property if you don't want to use media queries and all, so this will help you a lot to reduce the media queries. Okay, now let's give it a refresh. Okay, so whatever the number of items we are having, those items are being like divided into the columns using the auto fit min max. Let's have, actually we are having just two items, get back to this time maybe 6 items actually. Let's see how it works, give it a refresh. Okay, we are having 1 FR of 6 columns. Now let's go down. If it goes below 100 pixel, automatically the item will come down with min max. So instead of saying 100 pixel, you can also say 300 pixel. Now let's give it a refresh. So how many columns can create? It can create 3 columns now. Perfect. You can see without defining the media queries, if we are using this autofit min max, automatically your page will be responsive. Perfect.